The company emails you and says, "Congratulations, Donald, you have received the offer. We would like to hire you." Now, do you accept the offer right away? What do you do? If I were in your shoe, this is what I would do. I'm going to explain that in this episode. Hey everyone, welcome to another great episode of the Sales Evangelist podcast here on TSC TV on YouTube. I'm your host, Mr. Donald C. Kelly, the Sales Evangelist, and I'm so excited for another great episode. I'm so excited to be here with you today. And on this particular episode today, I'm going to tell you what I would do if I were in your situation and if I was accepting a new sales job. Now, some of you might say, well, Donald, this is money in the bank. Just take it and run with it. But there's so many different offers, there's so many opportunities out there. And the last thing you want to do is go into an organization and it's not exactly what you first conjured up in your mind. So there are three things that I would recommend that you take advantage of. I mean, this is not too complicated. I'm not talking about doing some deep analysis or going to, get like a private investigator, which is not a bad gig. You know anyone? All right, well, maybe not. But however, what you can do though, there's three simple things, and I'll explain each of them why. The first one is connect with their current sales team. You can do this super easy, and I'll explain that. Number two, I want to figure out what are some of the customers saying about them right now. And then the third thing, go to Glassdoor. Look at the Glassdoor reviews, what people are saying about the company. Look at their Google reviews. Look at all of that stuff. And let me explain all of this and tell you why. So the first piece, now because initially, hopefully you've done the basic research because you actually went for an interview. You actually, it's a company that you potentially could work with. But you still want to get that deeper connection if this is the right place for you. I would call into the sales force because salespeople tend to be pretty honest when they're talking to another seller, especially when you're not trying to sell them anything. And this is super easy. Just call the 1-800 number they have on their website or call whatever number they have. Ask for the sales department, get in touch with one of their BDRs, and just ask them, hey, so tell me, how do you like working here at ABC Company? What is it like? What's the compensation like? Do people actually really like their jobs? They're going to be super honest because they have nothing to lose at this point. I mean, they're just talking to who they seem to be just another seller. They're giving intel. You have this camaraderie or this sisterhood or brotherhood when you connect with another sales professional. So that's the very first thing that I would do because they're going to give you honest information. They're going to give you exactly what you need to know and who else to get the details from. Because I want you to understand this. When you're talking to a sales leader, the sales leader is a salesperson, but they're not necessarily looking out for their best interests as well in that scenario. They're trying to sell you. But a salesperson, if they're already working there, they ain't getting nothing if you came on board right then and there or if you didn't. But sometimes if there's situations that are not right, they're more than willing to tell you. So that's the first thing that I would do before accepting the offer. Number two, I would then, obviously there's some other stuff. If you had other offers, you want to make sure you look at them as well. But you want to evaluate these companies. Let's just say everything is copacetic. But number two, the second thing that I would do if I were in your situation and I was looking to connect with a company and to accept a new sales role, I would look at connecting, yes, with some of their current customers. Now, how do you go about doing this? Easy. Go onto their website. You can look at some of their case studies. And I would even just reach out to those companies, or you can even go onto LinkedIn and you can connect with some of those individuals. See what they're saying, how do you like working with that organization? Now you're probably saying, well, Donald, that's a little bit of more extra work than I'm willing to do. Well, if you really want to evaluate if this is a great organization or not, if you don't want to get into the company and then you all of a sudden find out that they have a one-trick pony. They have one tool that they say they love, and then obviously nobody else really liked them or nobody else really cared for them or whatnot. In perhaps some of those case studies, maybe they're old. Maybe they have case studies from months or years ago, and maybe the client's they did help us back then, but now things have changed. I want to figure out what changed between then and now. So it's a good opportunity for you to be able to get a good scope. You can even ask the salesperson, who are some of the customers that you guys service? And maybe they'll tell you, maybe they won't, because they may think you're a competitor trying to steal their business. But the point, though, is that you can still try different strategies like that. You can ask the seller, or you can go ahead on the website, look at some of their their reviews, and then see. You can even go to Google and check out some of the reviews. What are some other people saying about them? Is anyone saying anything that's they're maybe not, didn't give them a 5-star review. Sometimes people are going to be disgruntled, but you can still go back in and evaluate and see what that is. But again, if you're trying to find a great environment, a great place to be with a great culture, I mean, what better way to figure out what the customers are saying about them or feeling about them, and also what the internal team is saying about them and about the culture. Now, finally, the last thing that I'll tell you to do is check out Glassdoor. Now, Glassdoor, you've probably checked them out already. You've probably seen Glassdoor in the past or in the future, but not in the future, because then that would be a crystal ball, not a glass door. You get that, right? I was working on that for like 6 months, but I wasn't. But the point, though, you can go to Glassdoor. When you go to Glassdoor, you can see what some of the employees are currently saying about the firm. You can see what some of the non-sales people are saying about the organization. And that can be able to be a good ammo before you even call the salesperson. So you can go to Glassdoor and see what, again, internal people are saying and bring that back to the actual discussion with the salesperson. But those are some of the things that I would do right away. And then obviously I would go on LinkedIn and I would just ask some people in my network, do they know anyone that, or look and see if there's anyone that I know that has worked at this company before, or if there's anyone that have any thoughts in the industry on this organization. But I'm just trying to get as much intel as possible so they can help me. 1, get internal intel from salespeople. 2, I want to get what customers are saying about the organization. 3, I want to get what non-salespeople within the company are also saying about them. That's just me. That's what I would do before I accept the next job offer. I hope that's able to help you, and I pray that I don't have to accept any other job offers, because my boss, myself, and the Sales Evangelist will keep me here for a very long time. And if you want to come and work on our team in the future, maybe go and do that as well. Hope my clients are as enthusiastic as they say they are about us. Hey, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. What I would love for you to do is go ahead and leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts. Go ahead and hit that like button, and also subscribe to this channel. It just means a lot to me and to our listeners, as people are able to come back in after you and see your comments and get so excited. Also, take advantage of our sponsors. They're giving away good stuff. Our sponsors want you to succeed. They want you to thrive. So use their tools, take advantage of it, and see how I can help you in your business. As always, I share stuff like this because I want you to succeed. I want you to find more of your ideal customers. I want you to know what to say when you reach out to them. I want you to close more deals. But most importantly, I want you to challenge yourself, raise your level of thinking, and go out and do big things. Thanks so much for watching. Hey, thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video today. If you enjoyed the content, I ask you to go ahead and hit that like button, that thumbs up at the bottom right-hand corner. Also, to make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. This way, we'll keep you up to date with all the latest sales strategies, latest tools, and things that are going to help you to not only find more prospects, but to close more deals. Thanks so much.